Hello, everybody. Chris Porter here and outside of Daytona International Speedway, where we're now just 2 days away from the running of the Great American Race. And let me tell you, business is picking up on the inside right now. The Xfinity Series practice is going on. Then tonight at 7:30, they'll run the Fresh from Florida 250. Now, let me show you where I am. We're right in front of the track here. And as you can see, you've got food trucks for all of the fans who are coming out to be able to eat really good. And it smells G-O-O-D good. And then if Adrian can pan to the right, you can see the fan area here. They've got a merchandise trailer over there and then more good food. So this is one of the hot spots to be if you're outside of the track. Now, one of the best fan experience for those who are able to come to the Daytona 500 and in time get a spot on the infield is bringing your RV and setting up there. It's a Great American Race tradition that's been going on here for decades. We kick off our team coverage with Ashley Gonzalez, who spent some time in the infield to figure out why this is a Daytona 500 must.
The infield at the Daytona International Speedway bring people in from all over the world. For some, just a few years. For others, decades.
Infield friends forever.
Over the years, it becomes like a family reunion. You see the same people each year.
Before and after.
For Mike Mobbs, staying at the infield during the Daytona 500 is a tradition that started 30 years ago.
Me and a buddy of mine drove down here one year in 1994. Came in through the tunnel and camped out in Tent City, and we loved it, and we started coming every year.
And for Brad Schubert, this tradition started 3 years ago, but it's been a dream for much longer.
My dad and we'd watch the Daytona 500 every year since I was a baby.
Schubert says he's experienced Daytona 500 from the stands, but he prefers watching the action from the infield.
I've been very blessed in my life to experience some great things from World Series and other sporting events, but this ranks right up there as one of the top ones that I've ever been to.
He says if fans are on the fence about the infield experience,
You only live once. You know, when my wife's father passed away at 48, that's the one thing he taught me was live life. You're not guaranteed tomorrow. So you get an opportunity, take it.
they both say they plan on coming here every year until they can't. Reporting from the infield, I'm Ashley Gonzalez, First Coast Sports.
Thank you, Ashley. It seems every year Mother Nature finds a way to get involved in the running of the Daytona 500, and the First Coast most accurate weather team has already warned us that rain is in the forecast for Sunday's race. We continue our team coverage with Ross Muma, and he explains how the wet stuff can impact the drivers, the cars, and the track.
It's once again race weekend at Daytona International Speedway as drivers and fans alike begin to get revved up for the Daytona 500. And despite all the engineering and aerodynamics that go into the development of the car, the weather can play just as big of a role once that green flag is waved. The amount of direct sun and heat a racetrack sees on race day can greatly impact tire degradation and the car's handling. And former Xfinity driver Jesse Little knows that firsthand.
We'll see track temperatures that reach 150, 160 degrees. And so then what that does is exponentially raises the temperature of the tires. And so that can affect the handling, that can affect the driver's feel or comfortability. This leads to less grip from the tires and restricts the control drivers have over their cars, making it that much more difficult as drivers simultaneously battle the intense heat inside the cockpit. This is 90 degrees outside, you could expect 130, 135 degree temperature where the driver is sitting, forcing drivers to hydrate for days leading up to a race. 3.5 hour race, you could expect anywhere from 10 to 15 pounds some of these guys are losing, all water weight. Changing from day to night or having large temperature swings within a race can also impact tire pressures and a team's strategy when it comes to pit stops and adjustments. And at a super speedway like Daytona, wind speed and direction can make or break a race for some victory lane hopefuls. A 10 or 15 mile an hour change of wind direction, can go from making you think you have a really secure, comfortable race car to, you're almost wrecking and out of control. If you have a big tailwind going down the back straightaway, that means you're going to have a big headwind going down the front straightaway. That means you'll be wanting to be pushed up the racetrack in turns 3 and 4, but that means you'll be wanting to be pushed down the racetrack in 1 and 2. And the cool and rainy weather forecasted for this weekend could definitely shake things up on the grid. It's going to change guys' game plans. It's going to change the dynamic of how they want to run their race. For First Coast News, I'm meteorologist Ross Mumal on your side.
Thank you, Ross. And our team coverage leading up to Sunday's Great American Race will continue until one of the drivers cruises into victory lane. One of the stories we got lined up for you this weekend, watch out, folks. Ashley Gonzalez is getting inside of a stock car. Beware. And we'll have that and a whole lot more over the weekend. Now, coming up tonight, all new at 5:30, Kyle Larson is one of the best drivers on the NASCAR circuit who is yet to cruise into victory lane here at the Daytona 500. Shaz Pirani will continue our team coverage to explain what it's going to take for him to get that checkered flag. That's all new at 5:30. We're back after this timeout.